name is Ben Aniati. I am your occupational therapist today. So I know, from my understanding, you came in for some problems, for some visual problems. So right here, I have a quick visual screen. So we're going to work on some stuff to help you to live a higher quality of life, to get back to your activities of daily living, and to improve in your individual function. Does this sound like a screen you think you'll like to do?
Sure.
Okay, so first what we're going to do is I'm going to ask you to stand up, and I'm going to be by your side, and we're just going to walk over there. I'm going to ask you to look at some stuff, okay?
Okay.
All right, so I'm just going to stand up over here. So we're going to walk this way and walk right now. Do you see a chair anywhere?
No.
No? Okay, let's keep walking. Watch out, watch your step. There's a wall over here.
Okay.
All right, let's keep on walking. Do you see a set of knives anywhere? No?
Over there.
How about some cookies? Do you see the cookies?
No.
Okay. All right. Now I have a piece of paper, and I want you to read straight from left to right. Can you read this line for me right over here?
King, seals, stripes.
Okay. And now can you read this other line for me right over here?
Up, restaurant, change.
Good. All right, so now I have a flashlight, and what I'm going to do is, one eye at a time, I'm going to flash it over your eye to see your pupil response, okay?
Okay.
So I'm just going to put this on your nose so it blocks the other eye. All right, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Good. All right, can you just tell me how many phones do you see in my hand?
2.
Okay. All right, so here I have 2 pens. All right, this one's orange in my right hand, and this one is green in my left hand. So when I say orange, I want you to look at the orange one, and when I say green, I want you to look at the green pen. All right, and I want you to do this without moving your head, okay? Just using your eyes.
Okay.
Ready? Orange, green, green, orange, 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 green. Okay. So now I'm going to continue with another test. I want you to cover one eye, cover your right eye, and I want you to concentrate on my nose. And without moving your head or your eye, with this pen, I want you to say yes whenever you see it in your vision, okay? Whenever it comes to you.
Okay.
All right? So ready, set, go.
Here. There. There. There.
Okay, now cover your left eye, and we'll do the same thing.
There. 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 There.
Good. And now, with both eyes, same thing, don't move your head, concentrate on this pen, and I'm going to make a pattern, alright? So just keep looking at the pen.
Okay.
Alright? I want you to follow it. Good. Alright, keep on following it, okay? Good. So do you see this pen right here?
Mm-hmm.
Is it blurry to you, or how many are there? Can you see it?
It's a little fuzzy.
Okay. How about now?
I see 2 of them.
Okay. So now, see this candle right here?
Mm-hmm.
And do you see the glass right over here?
Mm-hmm.
So when I say candle, I want you to look at the candle, and when I say glass, I want you to look at the glass. I'm going to ask you to do this 5 times, okay?
Okay.
All right. So candle, glass, candle. Do you have trouble seeing anything? Is it blurry?
I'm just having a hard time getting everything to focus.
Can you see the candle?
Mm-hmm.
And how about the glass?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so now we're both gonna have pieces of paper, and I'm gonna draw crosses on my piece of paper, and I want you to duplicate it and make sure all your pluses are, try as hard as you can to make it the same as mine, alright? So, there you go. Good. Okay, so now we're just going to further look into the details of your assessment of the screen. So basically from the first part was we looked at your mobility, which was you walking around while looking around, running into obstacles. So it's important that, so your vision is affected, so it's important to realize the safety behind it. And while you're sitting in the chair, let's say, we would want you to first point out any obstacles that it's in the way, that's a hazard, a tripping hazard, or anything like that. And we would want you to scan the environment before standing up, and then while we go, we'll slowly take it step by step, okay?
Okay.
Okay, and then for the second test, we did the acuity for the reading. I saw that you had trouble with the clearness of vision. So basically, that would have you probably have some trouble reading, trouble recognizing other objects. So what we would do is we would practice that over time, looking at different objects at different distances. So I'll work on you with that, all right? And then the third one, we had looked at your pupils and your reaction to the light. And that's important because you have reported blurred vision, so we want to address that as much as possible. So an activity that we could do is we can fold clothes with the lights dimmed, and we can have different lightings to adjust the pupils of your eyes to get you used to different lights, all right?
Mhm.
And then a fourth one, we looked at your vision again, as you reported blurriness with your double vision. And what we can address with that is we can practice placing in objects into a basket. So we can help you if you're overshooting it, we can help you adjust to that. And we can also count how many rows there are on a checkerboard or a chessboard. That's an activity that we can do as well. And then also we can look at your field of vision. So basically we will look at your head and body position, if you're missing any objects or if you're bumping into anything.
Mhm.
So what we would do is we would prepare you in front of a plain wall, and we could introduce some objects, some bright colored objects on your sides, so you can see that in your field of vision, and so you can focus on them.
Mhm.
All right. And then another thing we look at is called your saccade, so that's looking from one object to the other one.
Okay.
What we did before. And that's important because you may have some difficulty reading with your extra head movements. So what we can do is, instead of having it for treatment far away from you, 6 to 8 inches, the pens as we did, we could make them a little bit closer to work on your saccades to see your movement from one object to another.
Okay.
All right, and then next we looked at your convergence. So that's when something was getting close, as was slowly coming closer to your field of vision, and how your eyes would react inward to it. So what we can do as an activity is we could throw a softball or a balloon to each other while that comes in your field of vision. So you can practice your eye movements with that. All right, and next we looked at your range of motion. So that's important because your eyes were kind of unequal when we did the assessment. And we also looked at your depth perception. So basically what we can do is also, we can throw a ball into a basket to work on your depth perception. and we can address that since you do have trouble focusing on some certain objects. And then accommodation. So you were blinking a lot. Um, you were sensitive to the different lighting, and you did have some blurred vision. So what we can do is we can have you focus on an object 1 foot away and then alternate it from another object half a foot away instead of so far from each other. So it's a lower transition between the objects, so your ability to focus on them will become easier, and we'll progress from that during treatment.
Okay.
And then another one was your pursuits. So you had some jerky eye movements and visual difficulties, and it may improve your reading difficulties. So what we can do is we could have you follow a rattle that makes noise. So it will give you some auditory cues, and I could stand by you for assist if needed for any balance problems. And then the last one, we looked at your spatial relations, and that can help you, when we work on this, it can help you dress in the morning, so just you're aware of different clothes in the morning, or during self-care, different utensils you need when you dress up in the morning. So what we can do is, an activity we can do is locate newly clean clothes, and then we can have you take that clothes from the dryer and put that respectively in a closet or any drawers. Alright, so it's been a pleasure working with you. We look forward to seeing you soon.